don't know if the stream is going to go well, because I've literally just dropped in with no preparation, and I'm gonna try and build something on a computer that is completely fresh. I haven't customized too much at all. I haven't done software development on this computer at all. But what we're going to do is I saw an article the other day, and I keep seeing it getting retweeted and what have you, about Burger King's... Can I put this on a new thing? There we go. Burger King's new AI headset, and it got me thinking. I wonder if I could build this. Let's read it on The Verge. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah. Burger King is launching an AI chatbot that will live in the headsets used by employees. The voice-enabled chatbot, called Patty, is part of an overarching Burger King assistant platform that will not only assist employees with meal preparation, but also evaluate their interactions with customers for friendliness. This guy, Burger King's chief digital officer, tells The Verge that the company is compiled information from franchisees and guests on how to measure friendliness, resulting in the fast food chain training its AI system to training is a loaded word. Its AI recognition, its AI system to recognize certain words and phrases such as "Welcome to Burger King," "Please," and "Thank you." Managers can then ask the AI assistant how their location is performing on friendliness. This is all meant to be a coaching tool, this guy says, adding that the company is iterating on capturing the tone of conversations as well. Yes, that is possible with modern voice recognition. The AI-powered Patty serves as the voice of BK Assistant platform, which combines data across drive-through conversations, kitchen equipment, inventory, and other areas of Burger King's business. Employees can ask Patty questions such as how many strips of bacon to put on a maple bourbon barbecue Whopper, or for instructions on how to clean the shake machine. Is this a voice? So obviously it can do Q&A based on knowledge-based articles, right? That's what we're saying here. But it's also recording every interaction they have somehow passively. Okay, because it's integrated with the new cloud point of sale system, and that I don't know if this is the same in the US, but in the UK, Burger King recently had a modernization. Well, everyone has a modernization every year, but Burger King went fully digital on their ordering system. At least my local Burger King did. Because it's integrated with the new cloud point of sale system, the AI assistant will also alert managers if a machine is down for maintenance or when an item is out of stock. Within 15 minutes, the entire ecosystem will remove it from stock. Whether you're walking into a restaurant to order from the kiosk, whether you're going to the drive-thru, the digital menu board will be updated. Burger King may be building a chatbot into employees' headsets. Why is May in there now? But it doesn't seem like the brand is ready to widely launch AI drive-thrus just yet. Oh, I see. Yes, AI drive-thrus. Wendy's tried it with Azure, probably with OpenAI, and they didn't want to do it as well. Something we've seen chains like McDonald's, Wendy's, and Taco Bell attempt. We're tinkering with it, we're playing around with it, but it's still a risky bet. That's right. Not every guest is ready for this. That's also right. He adds that the company is currently testing the AI drive-thru technology in fewer than 100 restaurants. Burger King plans on launching its BK Assistant web and app platform to all restaurants in the US by the end of 2026, while Patty is piloting in 500 restaurants. Interesting. So we're talking about food preparation, recipes. We're talking about passive. I guess it uses a wake word if you're trying to talk to Patty. I guess you would say, "Hey, Patty, how many strips of bacon?" And then it's also passively in listening and transcribing and recording tone tags whenever you're talking to someone. You might be able to game it. Like if you're on your break, just wear the headset and say, "Please, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you." But then that's quite easy to detect, I reckon. What other information can we get out of this? I would be interested in a more techie article. See what Reddit is saying. Yes, welcome to Burger King. I love you. Yes. AI is massive overkill to detect those words. Depends on the definition of AI, really. AI is quite a broad term for a lot of technologies. I had a thesis the other year where we use the word AI for anything that we don't understand technologically. For example, you could describe a lift computer deciding what floor to stop on as AI. And then there's Wall-E as well. I'd argue that genuine conversation with someone than forced corporate speak. Are you having a genuine conversation with a fast food employee? Is that where you're getting your socialization quota in with fast food employees? This is soap in hell. Yes, as a customer, that's creepy as fuck. Gotta make sure. I wonder if drive-through audios are getting recorded. Because obviously this is going to do the processing, but I wonder if they would tell you, wouldn't they? Well, maybe not. Gotta make sure those wage slaves are on their best behavior. Reminds me of this story. The robot installed in the first Burger G restaurant looked nothing like the restaurants of popular culture. It was not humanoid. I'll take a massive waste of time, money, and resources for 1,000, Alex. Maybe, but there is a huge push by almost every executive to research AI and try and figure out if there's something in it. Oh, Burger King hacked 6 months ago. We taught AI how to be human, and now AI is teaching us how to be robotic. That's right. The JD Vance say it. Okay, so not a lot of information there. That was just linking to the Verge article. Burger King is testing its AI-powered headsets later that can recite recipes, alert managers when inventories are low. What can the manager do about it? Well, I guess there are multiple sets of inventory. So a few retail places are giving headsets to all employees to talk to each other. So an employee can tell another employee, "Hey, this inventory is low." Would it be able to track wastage in real time? I'm not sure. When something's fallen on the floor, you can't necessarily detect it with AI. You can detect orders, inventory used in orders in the computer system. You can absolutely detect and deduct inventory from. But if you drop a bun on the floor, I guess you would need to say, "Hey, Patty, I dropped something on the floor," and then Patty would say, "Don't do that again. That's your 5th one this week." And even track how friendly employees are customers. Restaurant Brands International, the Miami-based company that owns Burger King, Popeyes, and other brands, said Thursday it's currently testing their open AI-powered headsets in 500 US restaurants. The system collects data on restaurant operations and shares it via Patty, a voice that talks to employees through their headset. If the drink machine is low on Diet Coke, Patty will tell the store's manager. If a customer uses a QR code to report a messy bathroom, the manager will be alerted. I suppose managers don't really have time to look at a mobile phone to get alerted, so headsets would be an appropriate option. I would have assumed it would pop up on like the screens they have in the restaurant. And the manager, I think the manager is usually on the floor. I'm not sure. Employees could ask Patty how to make various menu items or tell Patty to remove items from the digital menus if they've run out of ingredients. Burger King said it's also exploring using Patty as a way to improve customer service. The system can track when employees say keywords like welcome, please, and thank you, and share that with managers. When asked about the capability Thursday by the Associated Press, Burger King said the intent is to use Patty as a coaching tool, not as a tracker of individual employees. I guess tracking and individual tracking are two different things, if I'm being very lenient about it. Okay, so what have we got? Let's go to the scratch pad, open a kitty. Let's get a to-do going. So what do we need to do? We need to passive. So let's get voice transcription, probably with Whisper or, well, OpenAI or local Whisper. A Whisper is the OpenAI model that does transcriptions. I think their hosted hosted transcriptions are just Whisper hosted remotely. I'm not sure. Oh, the green screen is doing a fantastic job. Look at that. Very good. Knowledge base responses aren't difficult. It's certainly not doing AI training. It may be doing fine tuning. See if there's any other hints. I don't think this BBC article will give us anything more, but it's worth a quick check. NVIDIA to develop AI tools for restaurants. God, everyone is developing everything for everyone, isn't it? Okay. Well, I mean, NVIDIA, their software is actually doing all right. Their AI software is doing all right. Anything else? What's this? Decline. X. I don't know if my audio is working. My video playback apparently isn't working. Decline. Hang on. I can't hear that. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't think you can hear that. I certainly can't. I did do something with audio the other day. Going through HDMI. Oh, hello. I hear that. Okay, that's good news. See if it's got audio on it. Let me stop you for a second. Oh.
That's used by Burger King, launching a new AI chatbot inside headsets used by employees. The bot named Patty will apparently help with the meal prep.
Hold on. Let me just start that from start because I think two audio sources were trying to capture the same thing. Here we go. Oh, it's muted again. What is wrong with the biggest technology firms in the world? It's
headset. Burger King launching a new AI chatbot inside headsets used by employees. The bot, appropriately named Patty, will apparently help with the meal prep and evaluate workers' friendliness in interactions with customers. Burger King says it's meant to be a coaching tool for workers and is set to roll out at about 500 stores.
Okay, that gave us nothing. But let me just bring the music back in because I need it. There we go. So this looks like just a standard headset. I don't think they're pressing. Are they pressing a button? Let's have a look. They put it on. So she's got a finger up here, and she's holding the boom. A bit like she's got a finger here, and she's also holding the boom. Maybe probably because the headset doesn't fit. So I don't think there's a button on top. There's definitely buttons on the side. And then this dude is just talking straight into it. There's no lights on the headset. So activation might just be passive. Okay. I have walked into a Primark more times than not with the employees just talking to themselves through the headset. Let me see if I can just saw a bit of fuzziness on my chair there, which I wasn't keen on. Let me just try out my other chroma key. No. There we go. That's what I like. I'm quite finicky when it comes to specifics. Right. So knowledge-based stuff isn't too interesting. But we can do like a light niceness score. So please and thank yous. This is like sentiment analysis. And then I guess we need Patty activation. So it's going to be passively listening. But in order to ask it a question, you need to say the wake word, which I guess would be Patty. Which I think does exist. There's a thing that does that. But I just don't know about... Oh. You have two systems, that's what it is. One system is passively recording all the time. The other system is waiting for the wake word. Okay, so this is passive voice transcription. And then we'll have knowledge base answers. How do I feel about that? Am I even going to do that? Well, we start with I can't spell. Something like this. So Whisper is the model that came out in apparently 2022. It's very, very old, but it's very, very good. Its superpower is knowing if the voice recording was completely perfect, then traditional speech transcription tools that have been out for the past 20 years would transcribe it perfectly. However, we misspeak, and there's audio issues and accent and all sorts of stuff, which means traditional voice transcription techniques have these sort of gaps or low confidence, let's say. Although it wouldn't be aware of how confident it would be. Modern speech transcription can work off the context of what is being spoken as well, which will increase its confidence on what words are being spoken. So if you're talking about a technology thing, then it knows that it's looking for technology type words. This is what AI is very good at, filling in gaps in sequences, because that's what it's been trained on. It's usually given a beginning and the end and told to fill in what's in the middle, and then it's trained on how well it does on that. Oh god, I'm using a different layout. So I'm sort of looking for this like 50-50 kind of layout. Let's go back to the scratch pad. Let's right quit that. Get rid of that. Go away scratch. Enlarge this. And then... There we go. Did I not exit? No, I did. Fine. And I sort of want it lined up with the edge of my green screen. Like that. Lovely. I don't like this activation thing, but what are you going to do? Right. I think I am just the most finicky person in the world. There we go. So there is this thing. Oh, this is interesting. Historically, both endpoints have been backed by our open source Whisper model, and the transcriptions endpoints now support higher quality model snapshots. Okay, so Whisper is the open source one, but they've iterated on it, I suppose. DieRise, interesting. You're a little bit loud in my ears. Let's just turn you down. All endpoints can be used to transcribe audio into whatever language. So there's live transcription, I think, I know. And then there's batch transcription. What's diarization? Alright. Voice activity detection, I'm very familiar with that. I'm overly familiar with that. One of my past startups required a lot of speech recognition based on people's names. So I'm very familiar with all of that. Right, let's go to the dashboard. I don't think I've got I don't have a paid account anymore. So we'll see what we can do. My birthday, first. Not my real birthday. First 1990. My organization is also called 8th, and I am an engineer. Create. I don't have a team. Just in case it shows a key, I'm just going to quickly darken this off. Oh, you can see the edge of my screen. That's annoying. There we are. Yes, generate. Yeah, it's given me an API key. Continue. Lovely. Add credits. I'll buy credits later. I just want the dashboard for now. In fact, that API key, I'm just going to put somewhere. Echo API key. No, hasn't done it. Echo that API key that into OpenAI API key, and that's created a file. Beautiful. You can come back. So now I have a file with the API key. Perfect. Don't know what Ye's doing. Oh yeah, no, I do know what Ye's doing. Never mind. I downloaded the GitHub repo and it's there. Right, audio. Yes, there is real time. Okay. All right. I sort of prefer OpenRouter rather than going directly to OpenAI. Are there any? There must be audio models. Oh no, not output. No. Input. Audio. What have you got? Ooh. I'm sure these have free models as well, so we might get lucky and be able to use one of those. So what's this? It's a variant of Gemini 3.1 Pro. Is the latest 3.1 or 3.2? 3.1, because this was released 2 days ago. Okay. Improves tool selection behavior by preventing overuse of a general bash tool when more efficient third-party or user-defined functions are available. The specialized preview endpoint specifically increases function calling reliability and ensures that model selects the most appropriate tool in coding agents and complex multi-tool workflows. What does that mean? Did I accidentally list by how new the model is? Yes, I did. Top weekly. Okay, so Flash Preview has an audio input. Well, am I going to have a live audio stream, or am I gonna? No, I'm gonna have a live audio stream. I just want transcription, really. That's all I really need. Okay, so all the Gemini models have audio input. We have Minstrel, and then 4.0 audio is still there. GPT Audio Mini. I like the sound of that. Can I try it out? I don't have a microphone on this computer. I know it looks like I do with this massive microphone here, but my streaming computer is different to my coding computer. Oh. I don't know what to do about that. I might have to use my Windows computer. Okay. Right, we're going to screw trying to use Linux then. Yeah, because I need drivers and things like that. Okay, we're going to screw that for now, because I don't want this to turn into a, hey, let's fix my computer stream. Hold on. Let's go into studio mode and let me just figure something out first. Right, change my monitor input. Yes. Display port. I need you to extend monitors. Okay, that's the primary monitor. That's good. Put you over here. And then I need to hide deck link and create a display capture of my primary monitor. Fit to screen. Oh, I've disappeared off the edge of the screen. Interesting. I'll fix that in a second. Fit to screen, that's what I wanted. And then webcam goes on top. And then that looks like that. Oh, I am on screen. Oh, okay. Put that on there, put that on there. All right, welcome to my Windows computer. I have music playing. Right, so deck link's gone. We're now just sharing my screen here. We could use a bit of a zoom in. Sure. That will do. Right. This is going to be dangerous because I could just stream anything sensitive. But we'll give it a shot. Alright, I need to change my mouse and keyboard then. Alright, are we kicking? Yes. Alright, I don't think I've got anything. Oh, maybe I've got some things. I don't know how. I don't know if any of this is working. But it's going to have my real name and my real email address. But we will just deal with that. Alright, let's get to-do list up. Because we're on Microsoft, we oh, you couldn't see that. When I was moving my mouse, it was doing a weird graphical glitch thing. Hey, look at my old to-dos. Design, can launch landing page. Oh, roofing. There was a project I did about roof inspections. That's what all that is. Right, new list. BK AI headset. Yes, we use Microsoft products on Microsoft equipment because you never know when the king is watching. So, real-time AI transcription. We could do that. I can't zoom in. Pish and tiddle. Can I just go 250? Is that going to be too big? No, that's perfect. All right. Make sure your scaling is all right. Just for a second. Oh, it's the same computer. I don't need to switch mouse. Scale filter. Oh, you're fine. Fine. So real-time AI transcription, either in Whisper Local or OpenAI or some open router model. Then we're going to do sentiment analysis. Can this be ordered? Sort by creation date. There we go. And then we need Patty, wake word. So they're going to be separate systems. The AI transcription is going to be passive. And then you're going to have another system that's listening for its wake word, which is going to work like Siri or something like Alexa that will answer questions. And then it's going to have AI agent talk back, and a knowledge base, QA, Q&A, let's say. All right. I don't know why I opened VS Code because I've got nothing to build yet. And we'll probably use Klein. Klein, which is the my favorite AI agent in VS Code. This thing. We'll likely use that to build stuff. It's a shame that I couldn't use my Linux computer because that would have been a really interesting thing. Here are all my bookmarks. I'm not embarrassed by any of them. I'm not. Apart from this, I do eat a lot of Papa John's. That's how I've become so big and strong. We are going to platform.openai.com. Oh yeah, my my internet history is going to be visible as well. I don't want that. Can I switch a profile or something? Oh, Oh, I don't want to use my Switch. Oh, this is dangerous. I can't do it. Switch Firefox profiles. About profiles, okay. So can this do something? Which profile are we using? Oh, this one. How can I tell the difference? Default release. Okay, new profile. That is messed up. 8th. Streaming. Finish. Launch profile in new browser. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know my password. Oh, God. Okay, so we're going to go through a few hurdles. Don't import. Skip that step for now. Don't do that. Okay. Oh, I have to set up Firefox again. Okay, so this goes away. Turn on vertical tabs. Get rid of that. We hide all of this. Right. No, I don't want to go to Amazon. Well, I just supported Firefox there for a second. Hide new weather. Go here. Turn off that. Turn off that. Okay, go to settings. Let's see what we need to change here. Don't use AI to suggest stuff. There should be a master switch for all the AI stuff that can be switched off now. We'll have to check. Don't enable link previews. Don't recommend stuff. All of that is fine. Home. Don't use sponsored stuff. You're fine though. Don't care about trending searches. Don't care about suggestions. Might disable that, but I don't know what does. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I like Firefox. I don't like pings because if someone's... Ah, here we go. AI controls. You won't see new or kind AI enhancements in Firefox or pop-ups about them. Fantastic. Yes. Oh, God. You won't see new... Blah, 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 blah. After you can unblock anything you want to keep using it. Yes. Block. Block is an interesting word for that. I just want to just turn it off. Just get rid of it. Okay, now we need a couple of extensions. One is uBlock. As you do. Add that. Love the default settings. Love it running in private. Don't need to pin. In fact, get rid of this. And then there is a theme called Super User, which I'm a bit of a fan of. Looks like that. Looks alright, doesn't it? Anything else? Remove that. I could remove that, but I don't want to. Yeah, that's alright, isn't it? Alright. And I've noticed you want an update as well. I could... Do I have a GitHub for this? Oh, maybe. Let me just check something. Aha! I'm not signed into anything, so this is safe. And then you don't have any history or anything. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever used Google suggestions while typing. So, hey, get rid of that. Don't know what that does. All right. Reject all. There. I need to use... I have a email account for streaming that I need to log into. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's so big on my other screen. This is not going to go well. Go over here. There we go. Resize. And then I need to change my monitor. You can't see this. Only I can see this. The mouse isn't plugged in. It's going to be tricky. I want the password. Oh, God. 1 second. Okay, I'm on my Linux computer at the moment, and I need to get my Google password so that I can type it in. How do I do this? Password. Aha, there you are. Right, now use my other mouse. Oh no, what's my email address? I don't know my email address. Oh, it's not going well. There it is, 8th power. Don't copy it. I'm doing between computers. You can't see this, I know, but I'll be done soon. 8th power at... Why are you suggesting a passkey? Interesting. Passkeys go beyond profiles. Okay, password. It is some bullshit. That. 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 Is that correct? No, I don't want to sign in faster. Maybe I do. No, not now. Don't set my home address. Don't add a profile picture. Okay, we're there. Switch monitor back. All right, I know you couldn't see any of that. Hold on. Okay, we're back. There is my signed in Google. How about that? Reason that's important is for reasons I will not explain. Now, it's just because I want to keep my personal stuff separate from my streaming stuff. Just in case. And you will see that I am accepting cookies, by the way. Because I usually decline them. And now I'm accepting them to see if there's any difference at all in how I use things. Okay, so where were we? We were looking at input audio here. And I was going to try out this. But it wasn't going to let me. Can I do this? Yes, because I have a audio input of that. Allow. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. I don't know how to square that circle. Okay, maybe I can't. Can I do it on this? Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Right. That's a strange situation. You're gonna bugger me over if I open Edge. I'm mentally having to switch between Mac shortcuts, Linux shortcuts, and Windows shortcuts. It's very disconcerting. Test. You're using the wrong microphone. Okay, so that works. So it's a Firefox issue, of course it is. I just want to test it out. Yes, you can use a microphone, but use the right microphone, please. Sound settings. Speakers is that. which is fine. That's what I'm listening through. Aha. Use that. Use that for comms as well. Yeah, there we go. Test, test, test. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test, test, test. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Hey. Yeah, sure. Use my newly signed in Google account, which you do not have. I thought I'd say, I died. I can't go back and save it. I hate everything. Is there a reason? Is there a reason for anything? Firefox audio recording .audio. That's not what I want at all. Never mind, I was just seeing if there was a way to get it to behave, but maybe there isn't. So what I'm trying to get at is that on... See if it will let me sign in. Yes. This. It's thinking about it. Okay. Yes. Let's go. What I'm getting at is this. Hello, testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. So that will transcribe like that. So that's a batch transcribe instantly, but there is a live transcription, which I don't know if we're going to be able to get. Let me think about that for a second. So there is platform.openai.com. Continue. It's going to ask me to create an org probably. No, okay. I could set up something, but I prefer something that isn't paid right now. Maybe Minstrel has something. That's not how you spell it. Is not it? Auto router, interesting. I've never seen that before. Mistral, very different. I could use this. And I think there is a C++ implementation for this, which is this high performance inference of that, automatic speech recognition, silicon support, lovely. Zero memory allocation at runtime. Don't know how that's possible. We support Windows, lovely. Have a look at this. Okay, so that's batch transcribe as well. Does it do live? No, probably not. Okay, so this, get rid of this. This is doing wake word stuff by the sound of it. That could be interesting. Might have to use Windows Subsystem for Linux. since we're on here. How do I do this? Ooh, voice activity detection. That's good. So they have a default CLI. Interesting. How do you do audio interfaces with CLI? I guess you don't. I guess it needs an audio file. Context, audio context size, blah, blah, blah. No speech threshold. Diarize, tiny diarize, no fallback. Output, 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 output. Font, output, output, output. Language, prompt, model, file name, input. That's the only input I see. No, oh god. Yeah, that's the only input I see. It's annoying. What is OpenVINO? OpenVINO is an open source software toolkit developed by Intel for optimizing and deploying deep learning models. It sounds like a runtime. Or sounds like a runtime. NVIDIA. Sure. I could just start asking AI to build all of this. Ah, real-time audio input example. Here we are. Is that naive? This is a naive example of performing real-time inference on audio from your microphone. The stream tool samples the audio every half second and runs the transcription continuously. Interesting. More info is available at issue 10. Why is it an issue? Oh, okay, fine. SCL2 needs to be installed. Half sec. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, I like that. Mine's length 5 seconds. To highlight words with high or low confidence. Ooh. That's kind of cool. Ah, right. This probably won't work on Windows. But I'll just see what it's about. It does have Win32. Don't know which ones I need. I'm just going to download all of them and see which one works. Oh, I really don't want you to see my file system. Hold on. I have nothing to hide apart from everything. And this is why we don't want to share our IDs with people. Okay. I'm going to start with the biggest one. So it might have more stuff. This is the pain of having to work with Windows. Okay, it's got EXEs. All right. Can I just... Hang on. Can I just do that? Ooh. Ooh. Awesome. Okay, so I need the models. Is there something special I need to do to download the models? Let's have a look. Is there a README? I don't see a README. Okay, that is better than I thought. Are these massive models? Oh, I don't know. Right, I need to figure out how to do anything. Download one of the Whisper models converted into GAM format, for example, that. All right. I don't know if I can use an SH on Windows, but I can use Subsystem for Linux if I need to. Available models. Don't know which model I want. Maybe large 3. I have a big graphics card. I can download it. I mean, he's be trying. Okay, fine. That seems more easier for me to do. Let's go to OpenAI on Hugging Face. Can I look at your models, please? Whisper. I know those are spaces. I don't need spaces. Whisper large. Let's go with most downloads. Clip, which is like image segmentation. Image large. Okay. So that exists. I'll just download it from you rather than having to do curl. I'm going to have to blend those together. I don't really want to do that. But it is the same thing, I think. So what do you need as an input? Okay, you just take the directory. Oh, fine. Okay. All right, let's go to my downloads. Let's get git clone this. Don't know how large this would be. I have a somewhat decent internet connection. You gonna do anything? I don't know if it's doing anything. Could just download it manually. Oh, it's 24 gigs. It's doing something. I'll just wait. Might take 5-10 minutes. Not sure. I'm now dropping frames. All right, so that download was causing me to drop frames. So I wasn't streaming for the past 30 seconds. Whoops. Yes. I sort of need to rate limit the download. Get rate limit. Get download speed rate limit. No, I want to. I don't want to disable the limit. I want to limit it. God, how am I meant to read Stack Overflow with all these overlays? Interesting. There could be a tool for this. I would have assumed the Git tool has something inbuilt to limit the speed. Oh, this is just rabbit hole after rabbit hole. Okay, well, is there a smaller thing that I can download? How big is medium? 12 gigs. Still a bit too big. Small. 3 gigs. Tiny. 600 meg. We might be able to do tiny. This is silly. Okay, that's downloaded. Everybody's happy. My stream isn't complaining. My back is complaining, so I'll just lean back for a sec. All right, so get rid of large. We only do things tiny around here. Okay, then I need to process it, which is that. Which isn't in here. It might not be in the releases, so let me clone this. It's meant to be in here, is it? Yes. Okay. Whoops. Let's open it up in code, because why not? Open that, go there. Open this up. Let me trust the authors. Models. Okay, it's one of those. Which is it? Convert H5 to GGML. That one. No. Just make that a little bit bigger for everybody. Why do I need OpenAI Whisper? It's a dependency. That's why. Okie dokie. Do I have Python 3? Yes. Okay. Okay, so that I might be able to run that just by changing this to tiny. Will this work? Well, we don't have any packages for Python. So am I complaining about that? Could complain about anything. Yes. Yes, it complained about a package that it needs. Is that the only thing it needs? Is there a requirements? Torch on Windows is going to be difficult. I guess that's what Transformers is. Oh, that's not going to be good. I've never had success with installing Torch on Windows. Not once. Requirement already satisfied. Oh. Okay. Core ML. This is almost a new computer, so I don't remember doing anything like that. Why does this just have torch on? Does that come natively with Python now? That really, I'm sure it doesn't. Okay, everything's going great so far. Sure. Install OpenAI Whisper. Requirement already satisfied. Install whatever this is. ANE Transformers. This whole part has lost me now. But we'll see how we get on. Just vibe out for a second. Okay. You gonna work? Okay. We have a GGML model. Don't know how I did it. But I have it. All right. I don't know what Core ML is. I don't know what GGML is. But here we are. Oh, there was a batch script. There was a command script for that. Could just use that. We'll ignore that for now. All right. So then we go back to, what am I doing? Do I have reverse search? Yeah. Oh, nothing that I want though. Let's go back to, oh yeah, it wouldn't be reversed because I launched it straight from here. Let's go to here. So Whisper stream, not server. So what are you complaining about? Failed to load GGML base. From the models. Well, you don't have a models folder, so that's part of it. And then I don't have a base, but I have this. Do you think you would like this? I can make it base with a simple rename. Base.en.bin. There. How about that? It's exactly what you want. Okay. We're getting some text. We're having a 3-second step at the moment. Interesting. All right, let's see if we can run that faster. You're going to have something like that? Yes. Okay, step. Step. Not 3 seconds, but 500, as in half a second. Okay. Keep 0.2 seconds. I don't know what that means. Length equals 10 seconds. Okay, so this is recording a 10-second audio file. Well, it's recording up to 10 seconds, And then every half a second, it's re-evaluating it. Which is exceedingly clever, actually. How much effort is it putting into that? Not a lot of CPU. No, that's just for OBS. Interesting. Okay. So that is working. Sort of. And that's on the tiny model, by the way. That is very clever. Voice activity detection, frequency threshold, translate, temperature fallback. Oh, temperature is in the temperature setting. Okay. Model file name. Okay, so it defaults to that. Okay, that's fine. So this is working. Excuse me. All right. Is there any documentation for this thing that I'm using? Oh, hang on. Oh, this is actually quite interesting. No, it's not. Get focused. The string tool. Here we are. Blah blah blah. Sliding window mode with VAD. Setting the step argument to 0 enables the sliding window mode. In this mode, the tool will transcribe only after some speech activity is detected. A very basic VAD tool is used, but in theory, a more sophisticated approach can be added. The VTH argument defines the VAD threshold, voice activity detection, by the way. Higher values will make it detect silence more often. It's best to tune it to the specific use case, but a value around 0.6 should be okay in general. When silence is detected, it will transcribe the last length milliseconds of audio and output a transcription block that is suitable for parsing. All right. Not 100% convinced. Okay, so what are we saying here? T is threads. Don't care about that right now. Step is 0, so that's using voice activity detection. Length is 30 seconds. Whoops. .exe. Slash dot slash. There we go. Interesting. Ooh, okay. So it's not doing it live. Well, I it sort of is. I get it. And it looks like it's made for subtitling because it's using the time codes at the beginning is some kind of subtitling format. And it's splitting every 30 seconds, is it? Interesting. Right, not a fan, I'll be honest. Can I do that? The flashing of the command line, the flashing over the command line is a little bit distracting. Is that what you think I said? Okay, maybe that's a bit too often. If I leave it at 1 second, not leave it at 1 second, but try it out at 1 second. That's pretty alright, considering that people are going to be wearing headsets as well. Oh, interesting. It's not doing multiple lines too well. Okay, so if I leave it at 5 seconds, that might truncate the text enough. Yeah, so it's doing trunky because I think the step splits are oh, it's length 50 seconds now. That's not what I meant. There we go. So when it splits an audio input, oof. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. We can idle theme, no more yielding than a dream. Gentles do not reprehend, if you pardon we will mend. And from an honest puck, if we have earned an honest luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a lie call, so good night unto you all. Give me your hand if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is meant, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did to the pair. We idle seem no more yielding than a drink. Gentle not rep ahead, if you pardon we will mend. And from an honest park, if earned an honest life, oh, luck and out to skate the serpent's tongue, will make him men's hair long. Oath the part, a pack of life, call so good night until, or give me a hand if we be friends, and Robin, shh. Where has this come from? What is this word? How's this getting a tiny training model? Well, you would think so, wouldn't you?
Rosuvastatin.
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 It's a medication name. Oh no, that's not even the name. That's not even what I'm searching for. Oh no. Immense. Give me a hand if we be friends, and it should be, and Robin shall restore amends. Maybe I didn't pronounce it properly. That's hilarious. Okay, but something about those settings for depth and length aren't working too well. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this week an idle theme, no more yielding than a dream. Gentles do not reprehend, if you pardon we will mend. And for I am an honest puck, have earned an honest luck. Now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. I've forgotten the rest. If we shadows have offender, think about this and all is mended. Did the Jew have but slumbered here while these visions did appear? And this week in idle theme, no more yielding than a dream. Gentle still not reprehend, if you pardon we will mend. And try, I am an honest I am an honest parky of earned on honest luck, unearned honest luck. Now to escape is Shakespeare using an apostrophe. Now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends hair long. Very close. We will make amends ere long. I don't actually know what the last word is. We will make amends ere long. I can't remember. And I've forgotten the rest. Oh, that tiny model is good. That tiny model is very close. Okay, so welcome to Burger King. Can I take your order, please? Would you like fries with that? Thank you, drive-through. Hello, welcome to Burger King. May I take your order? Yeah, I don't speak very well. I don't think my diction is very good. Well, according to this, my diction's awful. Hello, welcome to Burger King. Can I take your order, please? 2 Whoppers, 1 shake, 2 waters. Is that all, or would you like to order anything else? That's not how you speak. Okay, thank you very much for your order. You could have a model that's only trained for please and thank yous, but I'm sure that's not what they're doing. I'm sure they're doing passive transcription like this. I know what they're doing. I reckon they're doing something a lot less smart than this. So they said they were going to do scores. Right, politeness scores. So they're probably creating their own unit or their own index to say, how many times do you say a politeness word for however many words? Politeness per minute, maybe? So how many times do you say please and thank you per minute? Or per 100 words? That's probably going to be the metric they use. Let me think about that for a second. They could detect a customer interaction by the text as well. So, for example, you could start a customer interaction by saying, hello, welcome to Burger King. May I take your order? Okay, the tiny model isn't doing very good at that. And also there's going to be background noise as well. There's going to be music playing, cooking machines, other people talking around you. It's going to be a very noisy environment, I imagine. God, it is doing a very good job. So there's going to be... So there's a couple of ways we could do this. We can assume that whenever you're wearing the headset, you're always talking to a customer. But that's not true, especially for the manager headset. Because we want people to be able to talk to Patty as well. We sort of want people to say, hey, Patty, how many bacons in a bacon deluxe burger? Those quotes were that was very good. Interesting. Okay. So we could take the whole transcription from the microphone and create a metric like for every hour or for every 100 words, how many please and thank yous are there? It doesn't quite work as a synthetic metric because it will penalize people who communicate with employees. Oh, but maybe that's what they want, actually. Maybe they want employees to be polite to other employees as well. So in normal chat, you want them to be polite as well. So for example, hey Terry, can you please get me the French fries? Thank you very much for the French fries, Terry. French Royce Terry. Yes, that's what I said. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, actually. Yes. So, well, actually, I could be doing this. I could be being a bit too strict because we could just use normal sentiment analysis Right. I wonder if Hugging Face has a sentiment analysis model I can just use. Sentiment analysis. I can't spell. This is the most simple AI model in the world. I sort of want a space to do this. Back. No. I just want the spelling. Put there. What's this? Don't know what that is. Voice cloning studio. This space offers easy to use inference for voice cloning. Okay. Ooh. 10 biologically inspired cognitive cells. What does that mean? Okay, let's put my transcription into this. Execute. What have we got going on? Reasoning. Okay, that's not giving me much of anything. Is there empathy? Curiosity? Okay. Empathy, emotional tone detection, and empathic responses. Detected emotion, satisfaction. Yeah, I guess. It's not really giving me what I want. Semantic search, no. Customer sentiment analysis. Runtime error, lovely. Oh, these aren't looking very liked, are they? This must be the most easiest model in the world. Financial news sentiment analysis. Okay. Tasks. Text. Natural language processing. There must be sentence analysis. Sentiment analysis. Is that not a thing anymore? Interesting. Oh, what's this? This is a Roberta-based model trained on tweets from January 2018 to December 2021 and fine-tuned for sentiment analysis with the tweet eval benchmark. I'm sorry. Sentiment analysis model has been integrated into Tweet NLP. You can access the demo here. Certificate expired a month ago. We'll just we'll accept that risk. Type a sentence or a tweet to get insights. Tweet URLs are also accepted. Analyze that. Mostly, I am 30% negative. Yeah, that's actually not too far off, honestly. Hashtag sentence tweet similarity, name entity recognition, question answer generation. Tweet NLP. I've never heard of this. Okay, yes, lots of faces. It's in Cardiff. I get it. Okay, not exactly what I'm going for. I would have thought sentiment analysis. I must be going crazy, but I thought this was quite a common thing. Let's go to models. Maybe it's just outdated now. Reviews. Okay, this one's trained on reviews. What a great looking website. So Deberta is coming up a lot. I don't know what it is. Microsoft Deberta. Decoding enhanced BERT with detangled attention. That is foreign to me. Yeah, so sentiment analysis is an NLP task, which is very basic in this day, surely. Right, I don't know. I phased out when I was trying to read that. I don't know what I'm reading. I don't know what I'm reading. This is still working well. BERT. I've heard BERT. Yes, bidirectional encoder representations for transformers. Yes, okay. God, so has the world moved on since this? Oh God, I haven't been keeping up. Oh God, oh God. But again, I thought sentiment analysis was... Have I not Googled sentiment analysis? Yeah, it's a natural language processing technique used to systematically identify, extract, and quantify the emotional tone, positive, negative, and neutral within text data. Yes, I know that. How give me this. If I just put this into GitHub, maybe I'll have better luck here. Sentiment is a Node.js module that uses the Affin 165 word list from 2011, so it's not going to have all the latest words that the kids use, like rect or boss. To perform sentiment analysis on arbitrary blocks of input data. Yeah, you could also just do word recognition, I suppose. Every occurrence of a please is a thumbs up plus 1 score. If it would recognize the word please, then that would be helpful. I'm gonna leave this on the side. Which one's the one running? Not that one. This one. I leave that there. Just wrap that, so I can just keep an eye on that. Is it gonna keep scrolling? I think it is. You can't see that. Let me put it above my head. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so you could just do every occurrence of a please and thank you plus 1 score, and then sum all the score up in a restaurant, and that's your score. If that's the metric, then just have an employee in the back wearing a headset go, please, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you. There we go. Tons of score. Wow, this restaurant is saying please and thank you every 5 seconds. I'm sure it won't work like that. Oh, this actually does give a score. What? Adding and overwriting words. So, are you telling me this only has like 140 words in it? Affin is a list of words rated for valence with an integer between -5 and +5. Sentiment analysis is performed by cross-checking the string token, words or emojis, with the Affin list and getting their respective scores. The comparative score is simply sum of each token divided by number of each token. So let's take the following. I love cats, but I'm allergic to them. These words are words. Oh, interesting. So those are words in the list. Those are the positive words. Those are the negative words. Yeah, I mean, that's exceptionally basic considering what I imagined sentiment analysis was. Honestly. Better Fish. Hello, Better Fish. How's it going? I can't read that language. Can I have a language that I can read? English. Better Fish is an innovative, multi-agent public opinion analysis system built from scratch. It helps break information cocoons, restore the original public sentiment, predict future trends, and assist decision making. Users only need to raise analysis. What? Users only need to raise analysis needs like chatting. The agent automatically analyzes 30 mainstream social platforms at home and abroad. What are you talking about? Are you saying I give you a brand and you give me a score? Is that what you're saying? AI crawler clusters operate 24/7 non-stop, comprehensively covering top 10 key domestic and international social media platforms, including all of those. Not only capturing trending content in real time, but also drilling down to massive user comments. Well, this is not what I want. Yeah, okay, so it's a sentiment dashboard. How well is my brand doing in sentiment? That's not what I want. FinGPT, open source financial large language models. I don't want a financial large language model. What am I doing wrong? Apparently, I'm a Harky, according to this language model. To be fair, it's a tiny language model, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Okay, so this Node.js one is apparently the highest rated, even though it's using 165 words. What even is this? Sure, I'm gonna download the random zip. It's a list of English words rated for valence. Yes, I know, I've already read that. Aha. Okay, so it is quite a beefy, just a bit of a beefy list. How many lines is it? Okay. It's 2,400 lines. So what does thanks give? Thanks is a 2. Displeased. Please is a 1. Pleased is a 3. What's a 5? Brick is a -5. Slut, son of a bitch, or superb. Thrilled. Breathtaking. Breathtaking is a 5. Love it. Hurrah. Is this catching it? Hurrah. Hoorah. Yeah, okay. Outstanding. Overjoyed. Okay. Superb. Yeah. Thrilled. All right, there's something to this. Apart from, apparently he doesn't know the word thrilled. Okay, there we go. All right. All right. So there's something in this. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else? Stock market predictor. How language differs among document types. What does that mean? Oh, that's a lot of files. Scatter text. Ooh. That's a fun graph. Infrequent, average, frequent. Infrequent. Oh, democratic. Oh, what's this? Democratic and frequent. No, Democratic and Republican. So how many times? So this is the most used Republican but least used Democratic word. Government. This is fascinating. Oh, I love this. What a great analysis. Underemployed. Trillion. Pool, whoever that is. Story. Business. Freedom. Top democratic. They really liked Barack Obama. They really, really liked it. Does my speech recognition recognize that? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Afford, health, education, pay, women, Medicare, care, plan, and then Republican, government, business, story, better, success, administration, unemployment, liberty, freedom, sun, came, small, leadership, unemployed, risk, trillion, whoever that is, breadth, Republican, demonizing, recession, demonize. This is the best graph I've ever seen. How fantastic is that? I'm just going to leave that as a tab. That makes me so happy. Star that. Let's... I don't know if I have a GitHub account. I probably don't. I don't. Can I use 8th? No. 8th power? Yes. Okay, create account. My full name is 8th Paradox, but we will cope with 8th. Yes, I can solve a visual puzzle. Use the arrows to match the icon on the left with the cup with the most liquid. Okie dokie. Yeah, but it's not really the same icon, is it? This is taxing my brain more than I thought it would. Okay, so I don't think inverse matters, so we'll... Okay, fine. Yes, I will help Amazon with their AI training because I'm streaming on Twitch. There, that one. Angle, fine. The things you have to do for an account these days. Right. I can't even see that. There. Use it to match the icon on the left to the cup with the most liquid. Right. I don't really understand the question, honestly. That one, right? How many of these do I have to do? So that's like a icon for Fuller's Cup. All right. Is it that? I mean, the icon is inverted, but does that matter? I don't know. This is killing my soul. This is what computers have reduced us to. All right. Hammer. That one. Moon. Yes, that one. Angle. Which one has the most water in the cup? I would say that one, but the icon's inverted, which makes me concerned. Okay. So that one. Okay. What is that? Is that like a loudspeaker with a oh, it's like a watering can with a little thing on. Okay. Ugh. If only I could create an AI bot to solve these. The joke is that that's the opposite of what needs to be done. Hey, there we go. Okay, it liked me. It thinks I'm human. Lovely. So we're gonna start this and then go all the way back to wherever I was. Here, I think. So that was something. Where am I? What am I doing? I'm searching for sentiment. Okay. Was I not doing a topic search? Hang on. I'm scared and confused. Hang on. Explore. Topics. I don't actually want Chrome. I just want to put sentiment in the URL. There we go. Okay. So that one's using the text list that I've now thrown away. Stock Insight, don't care about that. Oh yeah, scatter text, that's the one I liked. Text analysis with Python. That looks like a book. Similarity, Sentimentor. Dictionary-based sentiment analysis. So is sentiment analysis just dictionary-based? Is that what I'm learning here? I thought it was a bit more than that, but maybe it's not. Sentimentor attempts to take into account valence shifters, negative amplifiers, deamplifiers, downtoners, and adversative conjunctions while maintaining speed. Simply put, Sentimentor is an augmented dictionary lookup. The next questions address why it matters. Sentiment at the sentence level. Profanity, emotion. Oh, those are good metrics. Download a zip. Do that. Preferred workflow. Present debates 2012. Sentiment by get sentences list person. Ooh, I like that. Average sentiment. I'm fascinated by running sentiment analysis on president speeches. I'm really fascinated. Because I really like this graph from Democratic and Republican speakers. What are the most frequent words they use compared to each other? And I'm surprised to learn that there's a gap even all the way down here. But these are their most used words compared to the other party. And government is much more used by Republicans than Democrats. And class is much more used by Democrats than Republicans. Barack Obama's in there. I'm fascinated by it. I'm really fascinated by this. This makes me so happy. Right, I'm going to go back to my real job. But it's been fun streaming. We'll come back to this. We've got real-time AI transcription working, in a sense, on a tiny model. But I really like how that looks. So that's a start. All right, I'm going to have to go. Cheerio. Bye-bye.